Hi Cal fans, I'm Chelsea Brown. Welcome to This Week in Cal Athletics, presented by CalBearShop.com. We have an exciting week of Golden Bear action coming your way, so let's get started. The University of California will open its doors for Cal Day this Saturday. Many of your favorite teams will be in action all over campus. Jeff Tedford's squad will culminate its spring drills as the Golden Bears will take part in the spring football experience right behind me here at Edwards Stadium this Saturday. The event will include an autograph session, prizes, and a chance to win tickets to Cal's game at Ohio State this fall. Gates open at 10 a.m. While Berkeley is the place to be with baseball, men's tennis, and lacrosse each competing on campus this weekend, several Golden Bear teams will be nearby in the Bay Area. Women's tennis will travel to Stanford, while women's soccer meets the Cardinal in an exhibition match at Doherty Valley High School in San Ramon, with all proceeds going towards assisting a 10-year-old girl who was recently diagnosed with a form of bone cancer. On the water, two of the top rowing teams in the nation battle over in Redwood Shores as the number 3 Cal men's crew and number 2 Washington meet in the peninsula. Cal is coming off 2 wins over number 5 Wisconsin at the Stanford Invitational at Redwood Shores this past weekend. We talked to sophomore Cole Reeser, who previews Saturday's showdown in the water. Standing with me is Cole. Cole, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Now, you are a Texan native. How does it feel to be in California in your second year at California?
It's great to be out here. I really like the weather. It's way better than Texas. Great coaching, great teammates, so I'm really glad to be out here.
Now, taking it back to last year as a freshman, you're a part of the Freshman 8, and your boat achieved great success, winning the national championship, and then going to England to compete internationally for the Henley title, which you guys won. Speak about that performance.
You know, it was great. It was a great season. We were fortunate enough to be able to capture the national championship. Just a great group of guys. We're fortunate just to all be really good friends. You know, it's great to go over to England and race there. It was a big goal of mine in high school when I first started rowing my sophomore year. I always wanted to go over to England to race in Henley, and I'm just really lucky that I was able to be a part of that boat last year and go over there and be able to race. So it was a great experience last summer.
Now, for a lot of fans who follow crew, they understand what the work ethic that goes into competing, what that's like. Now, for those who don't know, you guys wake up at the crack of dawn, am I correct?
Yeah, it's pretty early, but you get used to it, so it's not too bad after a while.
Now, what's early?
About 6 o'clock, 5:55 every morning, and then usually go in the afternoon right after class. So it's usually a pretty day. You leave at about 6 in the morning and you get back at about 7 at night, so you're pretty busy during the day.
So in your sophomore year, do you feel that you're acclimated to the school, to the environment, to the way of life of a Division I athlete?
Yeah, you know, the freshman coaches do a really good job of just letting you know that your sophomore, junior, and senior year that, you know, school is going to get more intense, practice is going to get more intense on the varsity level, that the competition is going to be way harder in the junior varsity, in the varsity. So, you know, the freshman coaching staff and the JV coaching staff and varsity coaching staff really do a great job your freshman year of just prepping you and just getting you ready for the years to come.
Speaking about preparation, your coaches do a lot to get you guys prepared for big meets. One of those big meets is against Washington here in California. Can you speak about what that rivalry is like for the team?
Yeah, you know, it's a huge rivalry. It goes back, I think this is the 102nd, maybe the 101st meeting of the duel. And, you know, we're really fortunate to have Washington out on the West Coast to race us, because during the season we don't get the opportunity to race the East Coast teams, Harvard, you know, all the Ivy Leagues that often. So it's great to have Washington out on the West Coast, because we can really test out our speed, because you know that Washington's always going to be good. They're always a really deep program, so we're really fortunate to have them on the West Coast so we can really test out our speed early season and mid-season.
Now, with this meeting coming up this year, what can fans expect to see from the Cal Bears?
You know, we've been training really hard all winter. Fortunately, we've been able to be on the water. It's been pretty good weather, so you know, we're hoping to be really prepared to race Washington. They were really good last year, and we in the varsity came up a little bit short, and I think that you know, we're just getting better each week. So we know that Washington's going to be fast, and you know, we're just doing our best to get ready, and we're just hoping for the best this coming up weekend. So we're excited to race Washington.
Now, Cole, I always like to end it with the student athlete saying something to Cal fans. What do you want to tell Cal fans?
You know, we'd really appreciate it. You come out this weekend, Redwood Shores, April 21st. We're really excited to race Washington. There's going to be a lot of people out there. It'll be really exciting, so we really appreciate any support that you have for us. So go Bears.
As Cole said, the Bears and Huskies will battle it out over at Redwood Shores on Saturday in a matchup of two of the top boats in the nation. You can get your first look at the 2012 football team in action as the Bears participate in the Spring Football Experience at Edwards Stadium. Gates open at 10 a.m. Coming off a series win over Washington this past weekend, baseball returns to Evans Diamond and hosts Pac-12 newcomer Utah Friday at 2:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. Coming off a trip to LA, men's tennis returns to the Hellman Tennis Complex on Friday for a 3 p.m. match with Stanford. Following Friday's tennis match, make your way up to Witter Rugby Field, where the lacrosse team will meet the Cardinal in the final regular season home match. Senior Day festivities are set to begin prior to the Bears' 5 p.m. match. After taking 2 of 3 against Arizona this past weekend, the Golden Bears softball squad hosts Santa Clara up at Levine Fricke Field on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Coming off 4 grand finale victories this past Sunday in Gold River, women's rowing, ranked 8th nationally, hosts Washington over at Redwood Shores this Saturday. Women's golf begins the week of Golden Bear action on the road at the Pacific Intercollegiate over in Half Moon Bay on Monday and Tuesday. Women's tennis ends the week over at Stanford, while softball competes in Oregon. Women's soccer faces Stanford in an exhibition match at Doherty Valley High School in San Ramon at 5 p.m. Men's gymnastics rounds out the week in Oklahoma for the NCAA Championships. Click above to see the CalBears.com composite schedule for a listing of all Cal events, and you can stay on the inside track with all of Cal Athletics by following the Cal Bear blog and following teams on Twitter and Facebook. Get your links at CalBears.com. Thanks again for tuning in to This Week in Cal Athletics, presented by CalBearShop.com, where a part of every purchase goes directly to support your Golden Bears. As always, I'm your host, Chelsea Brown, and enjoy all the action on campus as we hope to see all of you here for Cal Day on Saturday. Go Bears!
Got this.